Hello everybody, so one and only DowncastSpark, and welcome to another video. So, I wanted to talk about a few things today, get some things off my chest, and well, just tell you what's been going on in my life. And as you guys can tell, there was a moment where I was uploading consistently and then randomly just stopped, and a lot of you were messaging me asking about that, so I thought, let's talk about it. So recently, as you guys know, I've been uploading a lot, at least to the ones that are familiar with my channel. I've been uploading a lot of gaming videos, trying to balance school and stuff. Well, recently, due to a lot of things that have been going on in my personal life, it's been very difficult to keep up with YouTube, like the way I was, along with the kind of videos I was making. So, I would like to go out of my way to actually sit down and talk to you guys with some ideas I have in the future where I'd like to see this channel go, and most importantly, what's next for the DowncastSpark community. It's been a while since I've actually did these update videos because I know personally you guys would rather see actual content, which is why these are very few and far between, and I do not like making them, but I know that not everybody follows me on my social media, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, which if you ever get a chance, I would suggest following me on Twitter and Instagram because I'm more active on there. So, as always, those links will be in the description. You can go ahead and check them out. But it's been quite difficult making videos because I've been wanting to do a lot more than just gaming videos. And I have plenty and plenty of ideas to create videos and stuff on. For example, as you all know, I started a recent series on Phasmophobia. It seems like you guys really enjoyed that. However, for some reason, YouTube decided to cut half of those views. So that was very nice. And then I decided to go out of my way and do some newer short films. And I have a few short films in the works, as well as two web series, a short web series that I've only talked about briefly, if I can speak, briefly, which is The Secrets of the Seven Deadly Sins, which I plan on posting sometime in the summer. I'd like to work on the pilot episode now, because I was postponing it to make it an original Storyfire series, but since Storyfire is shutting down, which that is a whole other story, which I plan on making a separate video on that, but so I was like, alright, well, I guess I'm just uploading it to YouTube. And when it comes to this one that has been very well received, that you guys have been asking me a lot of questions about, the Cobblestone Stone, due to COVID and how big the project actually was, I will be the first to say, and be honest, that I bit off way more than I can chew on this one. I didn't realize how much I was getting into. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, but never really gave myself a break, and I've always been so hard on myself because I always compare myself to other people. I'd see other people like legit who started this year, and they're already at 1,000 subs. Meanwhile, I've been doing it for 4 years, and it doesn't feel like I'm going anywhere. And it can get very degrading, you know, when you feel like people don't care. And it's not that I know, and it's not that people don't care. I think it's more or less that I don't give myself a break that I need to be able to come back with fresh ideas, which is why I would like to address a few things. Now, I do have a few videos in the recording process, well, not recording process, but the editing process that's going to be posted. However, once those videos are posted, I plan on taking a break for a little while. I plan on doing many new things. Ever since I ended the Outlast series, I've been wanting to go out of my way to really work on something that is good, that is really good. And I want to work on some more skits, some more short films, because I feel like that part of my channel I haven't really been working on that much. I would like to do more fun ideas with Spark's Adventures. I would really like to collab with other content creators, like especially some of the people I met from Storyfire. A few of those people being Jericho Flips, another one being Devin, and another one being Spencer from Stealth Fox Studios. But the thing is I've always been really nervous to talk to them. And I know since none of my videos ever made it to Storyfire, they don't really know who I am, which is, that's fair. But I made sure, like, the people who I really wanted to collab with, I stayed in contact with, because I believe that, and especially these times of how difficult it is to really start out, the best thing to do is to try to communicate with other small creators and try to collab with them and help each other grow. And I really want to try thinking outside of the box more. I feel like that the DowncastSpark community has a lot of potential. And if it didn't, this channel would not got as far as it did. I mean, we're only a few subscribers away from 300 subs, which is, like, that's, like, mind-blowing in on itself. And, honestly, I have you guys to thank for where we are at right now. And it means a lot to me. Which is why I wanted to make this in the first place, because I have been experimenting a little bit. I actually posted a little bit ago an original song I made called Nature's Dance. If you guys want to check that out, it's on the channel. I've been wanting to get back into music. I've been wanting to get back into acting and filmmaking. And just having some fun on the channel, because I really feel like that as much as the gaming videos are fun and stuff, I feel like that I need to be a little bit more experimental, because to be quite honest with you, as a small content creator, I really feel like that I don't really need a niche right now. I mean, I know that niches are important to have so people know what to expect, but sometimes I feel like the best thing to do is to make the kind of content you want to make and make sure it's good quality content, not that you're posting stuff just, to get, like, that, like, next break or, like, to be as big as you want. And don't get me wrong, I want a break. I want to entertain people for a living. I love acting. I love singing. I love making people laugh. I love comedy. I love video games, which is why I decided to make gaming content in the first place, which is what I started on this channel. I actually used to be called DowncastSpark Gaming. God, I was the typical gaming channel. But legitimately, I would love to see where this channel goes from here. And I mean, even though I haven't been posting that much on here, I have been very active online as well. I recently got done doing a podcast with the YTF podcast. If you want to go check that out. It's hosted by Lord Pyramon, which I also collabed in a video with him on there as well. And I was also making plans to collab with other creators, such as Jack Parnell from Parnell Animations, Kitty Doe, and many other smaller content creators, such as myself. And honestly, I couldn't be more grateful of meeting these people. They're absolutely amazing. And I bet that the few of you that have been watching my videos a lot knows I've been collabing with two people in particular a lot. My friend Dylan, Nuclear Man 22, and Nicole, otherwise known online as Peachy, which is his co-host. But personally, it's just been really, I've been kind of in a slump and kind of been having a hard time just, being more positive. I mean, like, with the way that things are right now, how serious everybody is and at each other's throats, and how hard it is to really build on YouTube. I've just been having a hard time just staying positive like my old self on YouTube. And when I started YouTube, I never really wanted to put myself on YouTube, not as like to be open with you guys, but more or less I didn't want to feel like I was pushing my problems on you guys, because I want you guys, when you tune into a DowncastSpark video, I want you guys to be able to forget your problems, forget your worries for a few minutes, to have a laugh and have a good time. At the end of the day, the DowncastSpark community is to support one another, to have fun, and make everyone feel welcome, and to inspire others to do the same. That's why I started this YouTube channel, because literally DowncastSpark represents like the underdogs, the people that never get to have a voice, being able to rise from the ashes, to have a spark, if you will, to make something more than what is of themselves, which is why I started YouTube in the first place. I don't care if I never get big on YouTube. I would like it, but if it doesn't happen, then so be it. Personally, I just want to be able to build a community that can support one another and make some good content. I feel like that is at the end of the day what I want to do and achieve on YouTube. And I feel like I have done that. But at the same time, there's a part of me that wants more, that wants to see it improve. And I really did thought at the time that when Storyfire was announced and I found out about it, that it was going to do some great things, and it did. But as all things are with the way that the client is and stuff, and also due to COVID, and they couldn't get the funding, Storyfire had to sadly shut down their doors. And again, that's a whole other mess that I would probably need to make a whole other video on just to explain about. And I was actually over there while doing YouTube, since I couldn't post videos there at the time, writing stories. I actually wrote a poem, and I'm working on a novel as well that I'm going to be releasing chapter by chapter, which, even though Storyfire is closing down, they're all going to be moved over to WattPad. I'll be starting to put links in the description there as well, because I'm not going to lie, if anything, I'm so grateful for Storyfire because it got me back into writing, which I was so ashamed of my writing for the longest time. But seeing how much people enjoyed the poem I wrote, I decided to, start writing again. And it's a very good feeling when you get that relief off of your chest and get to express yourself in an artistic and creative aspect, and rather than constantly pushing yourself down to where you feel like all you're meant to do in life is flip burgers or deal with people yelling at your face because you're not good enough and things like that, which is why I hate working retail and fast food. And I think a lot of people who are watching this video can relate. You're an artist. You're somebody that wants more than just working a 9-to-5 job, feeling miserable. And that's why I started YouTube, is because I wanted the opportunity to try to make something more of myself and to give others the opportunity to do the same. And I feel like I am slowly achieving that. I feel like the most stressful part is, I'm not gonna lie, I can be impatient, and I wanted more than that. Sorry, I had somebody calling me. But I wanted something more than that. I wanted the opportunity to really spread my wings and fly, if you will, because I see all these other people on YouTube blowing up and stuff, and I kind of want the same thing. But at the same time, I'm glad that it didn't happen yet, because if you ask me, I still have a lot of maturing to do. I still have a lot of self-growth I need to do before I can even think about being big on YouTube, because there's a responsibility that comes with that I don't think people realize. Because when people look up to you, you need to be calm, loving, generous, compassionate, and cut out all the childish drama that you see all over the internet these days. Biggest example, Twitch.com. So, not Twitch.com, Twitter.com, same difference, right? I mean, all that you see on Twitter anymore is just thoughts streaming until, yeah, I'm not going to go down that hole, never mind. But in all reality, I just want to create and make good content. So what does that mean? I already talked about it briefly, but I want to summarize everything that I addressed in this video. I'm going to be writing more stories and stuff that are readable. If you want to check that out, that'll be on the WattPad app. It'll be in the link in the description below with a link. I plan on making new short films, new skits. I plan on making new Spark Adventure videos. I actually have one in the editing process right now. I plan on going out of my way to work on 2 web series. I'm going to be taking a break from Cobble in the Stone and work on a smaller web series called The Secrets of the 7 Deadly Sins. And then we'll be going back to the Cobble in the Stone once we have the finances to make it the quality that I'm looking for when it comes to high quality content. And I want to have fun doing this. I want to go back to the days when I first started YouTube and thought to myself, looking at the big names like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Mr. Beast, if they can do it, why can't I? So I'm going to end that video here. I feel like I have all my thoughts, and I want to know your guys' opinions in the comments below. What would you like to see? Do you guys have any suggestions? What do you think would make the DowncastSpark community a better community for not just myself, but for the other artists that follow this channel and the journey that I am on, and that you guys are on as well? Thanks again for watching, and as always, make sure to spark up in the next video. See ya.